So guys, I decided to record this after I started a little bit, but I haven't done much. All I did was put the green peppers, onion, red pepper, garlic, and mushrooms in here, and I'm gonna blend it together. All right, now for the fun part, what we're gonna do is mix together either Impossible meat, or whatever your favorite plant-based meat is. You can use Impossible or you can use Beyond Meat. This is actually Beyond Italian, hot Italian sausage. You can thank me later. I actually just take the sausage links and mix it up. It just has a better flavor for me. And then you also add your jackfruit, combine jackfruit with it. In order to get the brine taste off the jackfruit, I do recommend that you boil your jackfruit first and then take out all the seeds that you can take out and then rinse it off and then put it in. So that's what I did. I did boil these first, took out the seeds, and then I rinsed it in the colander, and now I'm going to combine both of them together. So that's what you do first. You mix it up, and then we'll come back. Once you have mixed up everything, it's going to kind of look like this consistency. You should see most of the jackfruit should be shredded in there, okay? And then of course, you know, it has some lumps that won't shred, but for the most part, you should have shreds mixed in with your Impossible meat. Once you've done that, add some mustard, however much you want. And then what I blended earlier, we're gonna combine that in here. Basically, this is just onion, pepper, mushroom, and garlic. And we're gonna mix that all together. All right, so now that we have combined the meat with the dry mix, we're going on to the wet mix. The wet mix has been I've already melted a half a stick of butter in here. I've added ketchup in here. We're going to add a cube of vegetable bouillon. We're also going to add 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, as well as 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. And 2 tablespoons maple syrup, as well as 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. So that's what the wet mix is going to consist of. Again, that is a half a stick of butter. Once you've melted it, we're going to do 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, which is already in here, 2 tablespoons of ketchup, which is already in here, a cube of vegetable bouillon. We're doing 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. We cannot forget the liquid smoke. We're going to do a tablespoon of that. And then we're going to do the 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Okay. I'm also going to put in a little bit of vegetable stock. Oh, and I didn't tell you also in the dry mix, do not forget to add your nutritional yeast. So I apologize for that. Make sure to add nutritional yeast to your dry mix. Okay, everything has been mixed together. The bouillon has been melted. I actually just put it in the microwave for 1 minute. I'm gonna pour it in and we're gonna mix it up. Okay, so once we're done combining the wet mix, we're going to go ahead and lay this on a baking pan. Get it good here. We're gonna use the parchment paper, of course, before we put it on the pan. Okay, once you laid it on the baking pan, it should look like this. And then you're going to go ahead and make some lines. I will be using a toothpick, but you can use whatever you want. Some people use chopsticks, but of course it's a brand new toothpick, y'all. Just to make the lines, because you want to go ahead and give it the rib effect. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the oven on 375 and let it cook, let it bake for about 40 minutes. While it's baking periodically, I will put my barbecue sauce on there. You can just use plain barbecue sauce, or you can doctor it up. I like to put a little orange juice and a little ketchup and a little brown sugar in my barbecue sauce. But that's what I'll be doing. That's your business, as Tab says. And then once I'm done with it, I'll go ahead and put it on the grill for about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so now that we've cooked it for about 15 minutes, actually about 17, I did go ahead and add my barbecue sauce mixture to it. And we're gonna put it back in for another 10, and then we'll add the mixture again. I feel like it's giving ribs. Definitely smells like it. What y'all think? I did put them on the grill, guys, but I forgot to take a picture, but these are the two that I haven't taken off the grill yet. So I put them on the grill for about 15 minutes. And for those of us that stuck around to the end of this tutorial, I did go ahead and fry them for about 2 to 3 minutes on the bottom side. I used grapeseed oil. You could use whatever vegan oil that you prefer, and it'll give it that crisp texture on the bottom because you'll notice that it'll already be on the top. And just so you guys know, I did go ahead and sample, and it's definitely tasting like ribs.